And Pope Francis last evening led Catholic faithful the world over to usher in Christmas Day in style, with a message of peace, stemming conflicts and the war in Ukraine, greed and hunger for power. In his Christmas message vigil, the Pope called on Christians to remain true to the real meaning of Christianity and avoid distractions or consumerism that often characterizes the festive season. Francis Gashuri has that report.
Catholic Pontiff Pope Francis last night led millions of faithful world over to celebrate the Christmas Vigil Mass at Vatican. In the 10th Christmas of his pontificate, Pope Francis presided at a solemn Christmas Eve Mass in St. Peter's Basilica. It was the first event with a capacity crowd of about 7,000 people following after 2 years of restricted attendance as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic that rocked the world. About 4,000 other people participated outside in St. Peter's Square. As has been the case for the past several months, a knee ailment prevented the Pope from standing for long periods. He delegated a cardinal to be the main celebrant during the Christmas Vigil Mass. In his homily that centered around the theme of greed and consumption on various levels, the Pope asked Christians to look beyond consumerism that characterizes the festive season and rediscover the true meaning of Christmas by remembering those suffering from war and poverty. Though he did not specifically mention Ukraine, the Pope spoke at length on wars between neighboring countries, attributing it to hunger for wealth and power. Since Russia invaded its neighbor Ukraine in February this year, Pope Francis has spoken out against the war at nearly every public event, denouncing what he has called atrocities and unprovoked aggression. During such wars, the Pope said the principal victims are the weak and the vulnerable, particularly the children. Drawing a parallel between the infant Jesus born in a manger and the poverty of today, the Pope said, and I quote, "In the manger of rejection and discomfort, God makes himself present. He comes there because we see the problem of our humanity, the indifference produced by the greedy rush to possess and consume." End of quote. Earlier this month, the Pope urged people to spend less on Christmas celebrations and gifts and send the difference to Ukrainians to help them get through the winter. Later today, Pope Francis, who celebrated his 86th birthday last week, will deliver his twice-a-year Urbi et Orbi, meaning to the city and to the world blessing and message from the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV.